Today's sponsor is Audible.com, who has more than 180,000 audiobooks and spoken word audio products. Get a free audiobook of your choice at www.audibletrial.com/shark.
Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. We have something almost greater than Kurt Russell talk for you tonight. Tonight's podcast features a killer's row of horror fans, and we plan on coming up with the perfect Frankenstein horror film. We're going to break down the horror world in order to put together an incredibly random horror film that will most likely feature aspects from Ernest Scared Stupid, Alien, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So without further ado, we're going to start with our favorite villains and work our way through favorite kills, sidekicks, harbingers, and more. Joining me, Mark, are my brother, my MFF brother, John Levingood, a man who spends his days surfing the waves while watching Hellraiser 3 on his portable DVD player and spends his nights sitting in a Victorian manor home chair while absorbing the latest direct-to-DVD splatter films. He sits with an old Rasputin stout in his hands with his monocled right eye and examines the carnage. He's a true Renaissance man of horror. John, I've heard some rumors that you wear different horror movie masks to the gym, like Freddy, Jason. What mask do you wear for leg day?
Oh, I peel off the face of whoever said that I couldn't squat 450, and then I wear it while I squat 450 in front of them as they scream in pain.
So you're like a Leatherface type mask, but, you know, grosser.
Only to squat deniers.
I love it. Next is our regular host, John Lazavath. John Lazavath grew up loving horror and occasionally scared his parents by spitting pea soup everywhere and learning to roam around the lawn like a tremor. His high school yearbook quote read, "Horror movies are like life, unpredictable, repetitive, full of gratuitous nudity and ever evolving." He handwrote a 4,000-page opus entitled The Excess of Horror, and the only copy sold for $2 million to horror director virtuoso Eli Roth. With that money, John directed a movie called Bald Beach. It tells the story of nubile, bikini-clad co-eds battling a bald werewolf. The only problem is that all their boyfriends are trying out for the Blue Man Group, so nobody knows which male is the killer. John, can you tell me about the research shoots? I've heard you're done with like the werewolf effects and the male cast, but I hear you keep bringing the women back for beach scenes.
Right.
Any information on this?
It's just I needed multiple shots of them, right?
Yeah.
I needed to nail the nubile aspect of the entire scene, really.
So this is coming down to about 3 years. Are you getting closer to capturing these?
I wanted to establish a parallel between the beach balls and the nubile girls. I know it doesn't make sense now, but when you watch the movie, it's like, oh, okay. When you when you see those girls, you think of beach balls, and vice versa.
So it's going to be like the Boyhood of bald werewolf horror films.
Right. It's it's going to get a lot of acclaim, and ultimately not going to win anything.
Cool. And joining us is another special guest. You can recognize him from our Alien Pod and James Bond Pod. It's Robert. I own the Alien Quadrilogy Lamb. Now, Robert made the ultimate horror fan commitment when he got a tattoo of Ash from the Evil Dead films tattooed across his entire back. Last year, he made the ultimate horror sojourn when he walked across the United States in order to absorb the differences between the Halloween remake and the originals. He intends to make a 2016 trek across Canada so he can fully wrap his head around the horror films of 1994. Now, Robert, is it true that your middle name is Pennywise and that you bought the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre house?
I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. I was too busy drinking blood and thinking of rape trees. What? Can you ask that again? What was that question?
Yeah, so your middle name is Pennywise, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And you did buy the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, correct?
Oh, yeah. Little known fact, though, it's actually not in Texas. It's right here in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Did you, put it on a truck?
Yeah, 2 different trucks because it's kind of a big house.
So you split it in half?
Yeah, but not right down the middle, which is kind of weird.
Refinishing these murder houses is tough. Like, I bought the Amityville house, and every time I paint the walls, it just starts bleeding. It just ruins everything.
I hate when that happens.
I mean, what would be the worst horror house to own? I think it'd be the Evil Dead one.
You don't think Poltergeist?
Poltergeist house collapsed on itself.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't keep anything in a cellar, though. If people were like, hey, Mark, do you pickle? Do you pickle for the winter to have food? I can't because I have a demon in my cellar.
Pickle demons.
There you go.
I'm not. It's like, is Henrietta a good pickler?
I mean, I suppose you could put her to work if you like fed her souls to pickle.
Man, if I had a nickel every time I heard that.
You'd have 1 nickel.
yeah, I'd have 1 nickel right now.
Yeah.
How many souls could Henrietta pickle if Henrietta's pickles were pickled?
It's a tongue twister.
So, I just want to do these introduction, guys, just to let everybody know that we know horror. And if you've listened to our podcast, if you've read our blog, you know that, we appreciate everything random, glory, beautiful and weird about horror films. And I came up with the idea a couple of months ago, and I ran it by Rabbert. I don't know why Rabbert came out. But
just go with it.
They go with that
Rabbert, too. John and John. And we set the date 2 months ago, and here we are. So the point of tonight, guys, we're just going to kind of come up with the perfect horror film, and we're going to work our way through, all our favorite tropes. Levengood has his monocle in. He has his old Rasputin. I think we're ready to go. So we're going to start first with bad guys, villains. I mean, every horror film revolves around villains, and so I kind of want to go around between the four of us and kind of we'll come up with the best villain that has ever come up in villainy. So Levengood, do you want to get us started?
And horror villainy, because we're not using Hans Gruber for Alan Rickman's character, so horror. Yeah. So mine.
Darn it.
This is probably largely because I want to see a movie get made by Guillermo del Toro so bad, and there were all those rumors about him approaching a Mountains of Madness. But honestly, I want to do Cthulhu, and Cthulhu opens up so many doors to variety. And if you get del Toro to direct, we've seen the monsters and all these tentacular beasts that he comes up with in the Hellboy films, and Pacific Rim. I think that Cthulhu would be a good primary antagonist.
What's Cthulhu, and what does he do?
Cthulhu is that H.P. Lovecraft mythology. Cthulhu is like the dark god of madness, so to speak. I'm not a Cthulhu expert here. This is my my brief summary of it, but he's they kind of used him indirectly in The Cabin in the Woods. It seemed like Cthulhu was what Sigourney Weaver and her panel of technicians were trying to stave off with these human sacrifices in The Cabin in the Woods. So it's a lot of tentacles, a lot of madness. Cthulhu movies include The Resurrected, Reanimator, Dagon, the Dunwich Horror.
So I'm just picturing a big squid in the air.
Think of a big muscular fish man with an octopus for a head and giant bat wings.
Oh, I normally think of that.
Yeah.
So,
Like that, I mean, that's
obviously.
what I think. That's what I'm hoping for whenever I get a message on Matt.com back when I was single,
Makes sense.
How do you defeat a giant octopus with wings?
You just
You cook it and make calamari.
Well, and he's got minions, and he drives people mad. And if he drives you mad, you kind of become an enemy, sort of, in the movie.
Interesting.
Right.
All right, so we got Cthulhu. So Raybert, what do you think?
All right, I want to make sure this is clear. Am I going with my own category, or am I adding to that one?
No, you come up with your own, and we're going to combine the four of them.
All right, well, I kind of already combined elements of different things already. When I was going through this these categories, I was kind of making my own movie in my head. And what I did was I kind of went with the Deformed Psycho, mostly because for some reason I just watched, what was it, 1996's
Terms of Endearment?
Yep,
classic.
and I figured I'm going to go with a very Jeff Daniels, Shirley MacLaine, just kind of mishmash of just a creature that's disgusting.
Oh, Shirley Daniels.
And cries a lot. No, I went with the Deformed Psycho that cannot die. I watched Island of Dr. Moreau for some reason, and I don't know why I watched it. But I went with the Deformed Psycho / mutated, genetic spliced kind of Splicer meets Hatchet kind of villain. And I feel like that guy who can't die, if you cut him, he just like reforms and can grow another arm or something like that. And obviously, there's no way to defeat him. So that's kind of like the deformed. I like the deformed aspect of him. Also, Wrong Turn comes to mind. I like the fact that they're just like these creatures that like look human, but they got. I mean, they're not as lovable as a Goonies sloth or whatever his name was. You know what I mean?
No, Sloth.
It was Sloth. Okay. Yeah.
There's actually a movie that has kind of that character, but as a reluctant good guy, and it's a short film called BioCop, and it's by the people who did Manborg.
Classic.
Yeah. Sadly, I didn't see that one.
I think they're going to show it in TCM next month.
Probably.
So with your guy, I'm picturing like something in overalls, getting its arm cut off and it growing back.
Yes, definitely overalls. he needs pockets to carry his weapons of choice.
Yeah.
Like didn't
that was Hatchet.
Leatherface wear like a onesie?
Yeah.
I think it was.
No, he was an apron, right? Like
It was a leather apron.
Yeah.
Was a onesie under the apron?
Wait, was it a leather apron? Was it made of skin?
No, not made of skin. It was just like a heavy duty leather.
Oh, okay.
Apron.
It should have been made of skin, though.
You know that movie that's terrible, but the X-Men: The Last Stand, and there's that guy whose only power is to like his arms regenerate. So Wolverine's chopping off his arms, and Wolverine just gets annoyed and kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Is it just his arms that
he's
regenerate?
regenerating. Where's that matter coming from? Shouldn't his whole body be getting a little smaller every time he regenerates?
Maybe
No,
he
he
just
just
absorb the nubile coed.
He drinks a protein shake every morning.
I figure it's one of those things where you can just add rules to the movie, like Jurassic World, where you're just like, oh, it has camouflage. Oh, and it can communicate with this kind of dinosaur. Oh, and it swims and it flies and it breathes fire. Like, you just make up whatever you want as it goes.
Oh, it's got the newest smartphone.
Yeah, it's got the newest smartphone, so it can GPS where you are at any given time.
Oh.
And then by the sixth one, it turns out that he's like actually a genetic experiment or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would work.
And he was Carl Weathers before he turned into that. All right,
Acting
perfect. So, Lazvath, what do you got for me?
Okay, I'm gonna go with my joke answer first. Okay, for the bad guys, I thought it'd be cool to go with the antagonist from the Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai gang.
Wait, the whole gang?
Yeah, the whole gang. I just imagine like just walking up to like our heroes, like sweep the leg. I don't know. I feel like they would be effective in a horror movie. I don't know how, but I just want to see them in a horror movie. The real answer, I'm gonna go with the Merman from Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
Not as a joke. Not as a joke answer.
Yeah. No, listen. The guys who were like pushing the buttons, like watching the campers and whatnot, they were just hoping for the Merman. I'm just thinking like, there's got to be a reason why they just like they keep hoping for the Merman. You saw like that. You saw like that one scene at the end where like the Merman like actually did come, and he just like eviscerated everybody. I'm just like, he needs his own movie.
Yeah.
He just
And
needs
you
his
know
own
what
movie.
I like about the Merman? Like, he made a very long trek on his stomach to get to that guy.
Yeah, he's not
Like-
in water. He's got to
Yeah.
crawl that way.
No,
He's like
he's
a
not.
mud skipper.
I want to see him do the worm all the way to Bradley Whitford and then eat him.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Maybe the Merman joins the Cobra Kai.
And leads them on a
Imagine
path of
Merman
terror.
sweeping the leg with that giant tail.
He could.
Yeah.
You know, back at the end of The West Wing, Bradley Whitford was probably a little nervous about where his career would end up. But if he had a crystal ball back then and he knew that it would be with that Merman, like, I think he'd be pretty happy.
Yeah.
He'd be like, screw the West Wing.
I'm getting tired of this president.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to, if you guys know me, I was going to say the troll from Ernest Scared Stupid because it's pretty much the only thing to ever give me nightmares. And he's basically like an unstoppable killing machine that just wants to turn children to wood so he can bring out his brethren and take over the world. And he's like a terrifying little shit. And like the director even admitted that he was too scary and he cost the studio like $20 million. And then Ernest lost their I think they lost their like Disney sponsorship after this movie. But I've been thinking about it lately, and I've been thinking about the vampires from 30 Days of Night. And what I like about them, there's like a review from Dread Central where they're like, they're filthy, ugly things, and they don't care if you like them. They only care if you're dead. And like, they're just like the meanest Euro trash vampires I've ever seen. Like, they're just all about white. Like, there's no playing games with them. They just want to murder you. So I guess like that's my kind of favorite character. Like the alien from Alien just want to kill people. The red demon from Insidious just wanted to get into the world and like cause hell. And like, the creatures from The Descent just wanted to like wipe people out, no questions asked. So I think my favorite bad guy is the kind that just is gonna, a Eurotrash vampire that's just gonna bite your head off and not like be cheeky like Tom, not be like emotive like Twilight or have long hair like Tom Cruise in Interview with the Vampire. There's like no niceness to them. So I'm going with Alaskan vampires.
Yeah.
Specifically Alaskan
30 Days of Night.
inordinately well-dressed vampires.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm looking at our 4 and I see some patterns. So we have a giant squid with wings, right? And then we have a deformed madman who can regrow hands. So, I mean, an octopus can regrow its tentacles, right?
That's true.
So this guy can grow its hands back. So, and then we have a merman who's kind of like a squid. Not really, but, you know, they exist in water. Mm-hmm. And then I have Alaskan vampires, and they like to go fishing.
They like to go fishing.
You know, they like to catch cod off the... I think it's cod or crab, you know, off the...
Salmon's up there, too.
Yeah, you know, the last podcast we left out salmon, and it caused a huge uproar in Alaska.
Yeah.
You know, if I had vampire strength, I don't think that a salmon could give me a good fight fishing.
You know,
Yeah,
I don't.
what if it's slippery?
No, but a salmon's just good for you and keeps you thin.
Listen, I don't want to pander to the salmon community. Like, what have they done for us?
Yeah.
Well,
You know, maybe salmon is what makes vampires work, because we always ask, like, just on a blood diet, how do they not decompose? It's those omega-3 fatty acids.
So fish oil.
Fish oil.
I love it. So how can we combine a squid, an octopus with wings, a deformed overall wearing man who can regenerate, a merman, and Alaskan vampires?
So it's a regenerating vampire that has an unhinging jaw, like in Blade 2, and one of those weird tentacle tongues, like in The Strain, and that's the tentacle part, right? He regenerates. Someone help me out.
He's also he's the Aquaman of vampires.
Yeah, he can go like in the water and just swim up a storm.
He gets no respect at all.
He's got scales and he has no legs, so he drags himself around.
No, he peels a scale off himself and just throws it like a shuriken.
There you go.
Okay, I don't know.
So what?
So he's not very menacing outside of water.
But I mean, if you think about Jaws, right? And
That's true.
Okay.
Deep Blue Sea. Mm-hmm. So did we just come up with an aquatic killer?
Yeah, I think it's more aquatic.
Yeah.
That's good because...
Is he wearing overalls?
He's wearing a Cobra Kai jacket.
Yeah, I think he should definitely wear something.
No, wait. He lives off the coast of like Alabama and Florida. So he's in the Gulf of Mexico.
He's just like feeding on the redneck yacht club.
All right, so a Gulf of Mexico
Underwater monster.
Yeah.
That can regenerate. May or may not be wearing some kind of garment.
Hopefully.
Hopefully overalls.
Overalls with fins.
Yeah. Yeah, the fins just kind of poke through.
Yeah.
It's like Oshkosh. Oh my gosh, a merman! Like
and he means business. Like he gets annoyed that people laugh at him. And he just kills them. Like he's not playing games with anybody.
Oh, you don't make fun of his overalls. You do not do that.
Wait, are people making fun of his overalls?
Oh, I think
How can
so.
you not?
From far away, on land, of course.
Is that guy going swimming in his overalls?
When you're on land, you're making fun of this guy like crazy. When
Yeah.
you're in the water, it's a different story. Yeah, you're dead.
I feel like this monster gets a bad rap. I feel like there would kind of be like a Dilbert kind of themed comic where it's just him going through his life, like of trying to kill people, like trying to find victims, and the other monsters like make fun of him for his overalls and his weird combination of characteristics.
Yeah, and then he kills them all. Then he hits puberty.
Wait, does he have wings? Did we establish if he had wings?
Well, aren't there fish that can fly? Like, aren't there fish that can kind of get out of water for a little while?
Yeah, but I think they only go about like 4 feet, and then they're back in the water.
Yeah, we don't need. We just need a tentacle in there. I think a tentacle's good. I don't want to give him wings.
You don't want to give him wings?
I don't want to give him wings.
All right,
Nah.
so we have a
What if he drinks a Red Bull?
So we have a Gulf of Mexico underwater monster with overalls that gets no respect.
Yeah. That's never been done. So,
All right, so we have our villain. All right, I think that works. All right, so our next one is method of killing. So, Levingood, you want to get us going?
Yeah, sure. So I've seen a lot of really cool transformation scenes out there. Like we talked about Wolf Cop and Hemlock Grove, and in Tales from the Dark Side, and this other weird werewolf movie, In the Company of Wolves. Literally in the transformation scene, the wolf tears its way, or the creature inside tears its way out of the skin of the human husk, if you will. And so I'm kind of thinking of that in terms of like an infestation, where somehow the bad guy kind of infests you with like a seed or progeny or some kind of disease or something, and the progeny literally rip its way out of the person, like they're just infested, like in Slither or something.
Ooh, all right. So like an alien type thing where it just explodes out of you and you're just infested.
Yeah, like monster demonic alien infestation. And yeah, it just tears its way, rips its way out of you.
It's like the worst tapeworm ever.
Worst tapeworm ever.
Robert had that, didn't you?
Yes, and it wasn't that great. It was like Anaconda living in my stomach.
Didn't you get that when you were cutting up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house in thirds?
No, I got that when I met Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube on a river.
Wait, you were canoeing? Wait,
I was in the Amazon for a while, guys.
Very dangerous, Robert.
I was in the Amazon. I met this
That explains the
Spanish John Voight character, and it just went to hell from there.
Oh, was he Spanish?
I don't know what he was. It was like a bad accented
Yeah, he was
John
like
Voight.
Creole Rusky or something like that. They don't.
Yeah.
It was John Voight.
He was actually scarier than the Anaconda.
I always thought like, all right. So yeah, I like it. So what do you got, Robert? What's your
right.
killing method of killing?
Well, I kind of have two because I was keeping in line with like my deformed psycho and keeping him old school, kind of like Hatchet and Wrong Turn, and having him have either a bow and arrow or a crossbow. But I also wanted something along the lines of maybe like a John Carpenter's The Thing. And maybe he can turn, because he can regenerate and stuff like that. Wouldn't it be cool if he could look like somebody else that you love and then he kills you with a crossbow?
Oh, man.
Grandma?
Yeah. Kind of like an It Follows The Thing, just looks like anything he wants, and that's how he gets closer to you. But he doesn't have to get too close because he has a crossbow.
Right.
Now, I have a question. Do you think crossbows are cheating? Do you think that takes a skill out?
No, because like the crossbow is just more of like a device to get you down. Then comes the torture.
Oh.
Can we have
It's not a crossbow through the heart. It's a crossbow through the leg, and then that's how it gets you.
I got you. Can we have like a scene where he like pretends that, or he or she pretends to be a family member, but like they're estranged? So it's like, get out of here, Grandma, and he kind of like
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Dad, why are you here? You and Mom divorced 3 years ago. Why are you in this house?
Is that the crossbow I asked for my birthday?
Thanks for the crossbow, Dad, but not right now.
All right, so we have someone exploding by slither aliens, and then we have a family member or friend shooting you with the crossbow.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Lazarus?
I actually had the chest burster thing in mind that Levingood just stole, apparently. But I'm going to go with my joke answer as the real answer. In the last Rambo movie, there's this one scene.
I thought you were going to say sweep the leg.
No, that would be perfect, though. No, in the last Rambo movie, there's this one scene where Rambo just sneaks up behind a guy and literally just rips his throat out.
You want a throat ripper?
Yeah, I want a throat ripper. Like, he just sneaks up behind people and then he just goes, shh.
Isn't that a more MacGruber, too?
Yeah, MacGruber. Yeah. And Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want a throat ripper. Like,
All right.
you'll never speak
right.
again.
I love
That
it.
works.
All right, so then I got, I like quick and brutal kills. So like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when Leatherface makes his first appearance, he just whaps the dude on the head, brings him in, then slams the door. Or Alien 3, that really cool, when the alien reaches its hands down and grabs that guy through the ceiling, and then
By the head, right?
Yeah, by the head, and then like Deep Blue Sea, where the shark grabs Sam Jackson after he makes a huge speech. So I just want something like quick and dirty. So I think one of my favorite kills is probably I'll do Alien 3. I just love, and that movie. It's not Shakespeare, but a dude gets dragged through a ceiling by an alien, and I think that's pretty cool. So
I think Shakespeare actually wrote that into one of his stories, but they took it out or something.
Yeah, that was in Midsummer's Night Dream.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That or Othello.
It might have been both.
Yeah.
It was his phase.
Was it like Iago grabs
Yeah. Out of an air vent.
He's like listening, like like there's little holes in the castles, and then Othello just rips his throat out.
I was like,
All right, cool. So we kind of had two infestations in the body. Then we had a crossbow. So how about this? All right. What do you think? Like like something that an alien that can look like other people shoots somebody with a crossbow that has a poison on it, like a slug or something, and then that slug gets in somebody's body. And
or what if the slug infests somebody's body and then like he shoots the crossbow out? After he infests them.
Wait. You're on this. So your grandpa comes in the room, right?
Uh-huh.
It's not really your grandpa, but your grandpa comes in the room with a crossbow, and he aims at you. You're like, Grandpa, whatever. I guess you know best. You're the family patriarch. So he shoots you with the crossbow, and it was tipped with Prometheus goo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're suddenly instantly infested with this like tentacular slimy menace of alien whatever stuff, and it tears its way out of you, shoots out tentacles and stuff, and it flies up to this, it grabs the ceiling and pulls it up like the dog scene in The Thing, and then it starts pulling off its own head from like ear tentacles again like The Thing, and then I think that's everything.
I started thinking about Dude, Where's My Car with that one.
Also, when you get infested, somehow it like messes with your mind, and you just have this urge to quote your favorite Shakespeare. Maybe
That's how you lull people in. You do like a Shakespeare in the park,
right? Just bring them in.
It's like in Total Recall, the original Total Recall, where Schwarzenegger is in the big old lady costume, and it's like 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Remember? Except it's that with the Shakespearean quote.
Yeah. That's how people know.
I just want to experience where like that scene in Total Recall where Jessica Biel does that dance. Like, no one's ever going to bring up the new one. Never mind. It's terrible. So how am I going to put this into one sentence here? The method of killing.
Crossbows, slugs.
All right, so a crossbow.
Family member.
Tipped with Prometheus goo. With Cthulhu Prometheus goo.
Tipped with goo. Infests your body.
Followed by The Thing tentacular eruption.
Jeez Louise. And then Shakespeare?
And self-head rip while muttering Shakespeare.
There you go.
So like our villain, he pulls his crossbow out of his overalls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty frightened
So
right
that
now.
means you're not safe on land because that crossbow can fly pretty far.
Oh, he pops out of the water and bam! you better get behind a rock.
So you can make fun of them from like behind a rock or a shield.
Yeah.
Okay. So next we have the hero. And I'm going to mix it up. Lazavath, get us started.
Okay, my joke answer. Oh, no, not really a joke, but I'm going to go with Bill Murray from Ghostbusters. I just want that dry, sarcastic wit matched up against our evil, overall wearing merman.
Imagine a scene where Bill Murray has to explain the creature.
Yeah. You know, it's like, oh no, my real answer is going to be Sigourney Weaver, Ellen Ripley, just because, you know, I feel like she has the best chance to take on this overall wearing monster that we've come up with.
Oh yeah, probably. She has the best chance of anybody.
I mean, she survived, what? She'll just come back cloned.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So we got Sigourney Weaver. And you know what I think is pretty... You know what I was thinking about the other day? Like, Aliens is the first Pacific Rim. Because, like, she grabs this, like, you know, robot and fights a giant alien.
Yeah, the cargo loader.
And it's way cooler than Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
I like it.
A lot of
All
things
right,
are way cooler than that movie.
Yeah. That's another podcast.
The physics were more sound as well.
Yeah. All right. So what do you got for us, Robert?
All right. Since I was making up my own movie, I made up my own character. His name is Mason Jar. And he's...
I don't get it.
You don't get it? Okay, no. It's okay. It's not really a joke. It's just that's his last name. Yeah. But people did used to tease him because of that name back when he was little. I don't know really how you tease somebody with that name, but they did it. Yeah. And basically, he was this kid who was just like a loser in school, but he grew up, he got muscular, and he turned into a Kurt Russell type character. Although he has the beard, he has the long hair from like the Kurt Russell of The Thing, but he's also still only 18 years old.
Okay. No, I mean,
does
that
he
was.
keep authentic Bulgarian miak in that jar?
Oh, of course.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Kurt Russell had long hair and a beard at like age 5.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Well, Mason Jar's a little bit behind the times.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Did they
He didn't hit
stuff
puberty
Mason
till
full
later.
of, like strawberry ham and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's in his pockets.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 18-year-old Kurt Russell sombrero. Well, instead of a sombrero, they're in Florida, so they wear those big sun hats.
It's
And he has a beard.
it's actually just a visor with like the open top of it.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love
Steve
it.
Spurrier.
Yeah. He goes golfing sometimes.
That's very Florida. That's very Florida from the Gators. So I think we're onto something. All right, Levingood, what do you got?
Tucker and Dale. That opens up such good flavor of possibility for any random death or just blundering mishaps without getting angry at your protagonist for making stupid mistakes. Tucker and Dale, they're lovable. I love it.
And I guess they are sort of rednecks, and that kind of yeah. All right, so like
Rednecks of hearts. With hearts.
Yeah, rednecks with hearts. And so I had a few here. I had Ripley, Sarah Connor, Ash, Jack Burton, but I think I'm going to go with Alison Lohman from Drag Me to Hell.
Ooh.
Because she actually had a southern she had an accent, right? She came from a small town, and she actually lost her accent when she moved to the big city. And she pretty much like battles evil gypsy gummers and goats, and she kills a kitten. And she's like a classic Sam Raimi. Like, what I like about the horror movies, like with Sam Raimi, they can just get the living daylights beat out of them and just keep coming back. So, I mean, we got this thing shooting crossbows at her. Like, it's not going to stop her till the very end. So, I'm saying Alison Lohman from Drag Me to Hell.
I'm glad you went with Alison Lohman because I just have like the biggest crush on her. I just wish she was like more of a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She popped up in really good movies. Matchstick Men, Big Fish. Hey, Fish. Hey. And Drag Me to Hell. Like, those are 3 good movies. And then she kind of just...
disappeared.
Yeah.
She's been in other stuff, but nothing like big.
Yeah. Nothing like iconic like these.
Well, we can cast her in this when we're making this, and we'll make her act stupid and put her in overalls. Then she'll get into a cargo loader that'll be holding a huge steel drum filled with authentic Bulgarian miak.
I like
There you go.
So I love. Actually, I should have had Jim Varney. Jim Varney was from Kentucky, kind of a redneck, so he could have been Tucker and Dale with them from Ernest Scared Stupid. But could we do 2 characters? Could we do like a husband and wife, like the Crazy style, or like
sure.
What do you got? What do you guys think?
What was the other one? That Last House on the Left. That mom went crazy and just bit off that guy's dick.
Yeah, so like the husband and wife, they lit it up. So I mean, we could have a good. We could have one of those scenes because we did, Wolf Cop and Zombievers, and Kung Fury did have a lot of penis disembowelment.
We could pull a Walking Dead, and in every quarter of the movie, you meet someone who you think is the hero, and they end up dying.
Yeah. All right, so we got. Well, how do you combine Ripley with Alison Lohman?
I already did it.
What?
You got. If you combine them all, you got Alison Lohman.
No, I want to do a team. Let's do a husband and wife team. Yeah,
husband and wife, or a mother-daughter.
Okay.
Ooh.
You take Sigourney Weaver's height, combine it with Alison Lohman's spunkiness.
Spunkiness.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, her loan underwriting spunkiness.
Yeah.
I've always said that about her.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody mentions her, I'm like, man, she's so spunky.
Hey, she's spunky to me.
Yeah.
There's not many people you can say that. You know that actor Rufus Sewell from like Dark City and Knight's Tale?
A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, he's spunky too.
He's spunky.
Like, and whenever like I read DVDs with him, and like I was listening to Empire podcast, and everyone calls him rakish, but I can't think of anybody else that I would call rakish except for him. So like the Alison Lohman spunk theory works.
Yeah.
All right,
I get it.
So all right, so we have a tall, spunky. What? Tall, spunky female hero. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
All right. So,
And she wears overalls and has miak in her chest overall pocket.
And a visor.
and then our hero is Mason Jar mixed with Tucker and Dale.
So it's a hillbilly, very hairy, bearded guy with a visor and
Yeah.
Jam.
So he's got the full beard and the visor.
Yeah.
Wait, so do
That's
they
a good
run
look.
like a Jam Miak store?
Yeah, they should. They have enough of it.
So are these like a brother or sister or husband and wife?
Husband and wife, they're starting a mom and pop store. Although they're not pregnant yet. They're not a mom and pop yet.
Yeah.
And they would have like forklifts for their jam store, of course. That could come into handy later.
Oh yeah.
Or can you imagine though, like you got these crates of like, you know, whatever, jam, and you're doing it with this weaponized cargo loader looking thing.
All right, so we have a tall, spunky hero and a hairy hillbilly with a visor. But do they have hearts of gold?
Why not?
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. They're big Neil Young fans.
I like it. All right. So setting. I guess we kind of have it, but I want to hear what you guys had to. What would you have to say about the setting? Lemongood.
Okay. So mine's Comic-Con, which means you have loads of people dressed up in all different outfits. You have geeks making meta-geeky comments about all the kills and monsters and goings-on around them. You have nerdy, snippy comments from all the people who doubt what's going on, thinking it's an act at Comic-Con. And you have all these people dressed up in cool costumes that are like that look like monsters or heroes getting attacked by the monster or heroes. So I think Comic-Con, it's probably a budget nightmare from the production side, but I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I mean that works out perfectly. They've like the Scream movie, didn't that kind of happen where people were dressing up like the killer?
Yeah, and the killer was actually there in Scream 2 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And then no, I like it. All right, so we got Comic-Con. We got the Comic-Con killer. What do you got, Lazvav?
I'm thinking the walled off New York and Escape from New York. I don't know. Like it was a very perfect dystopian setting. Like it was just a giant prison. And I just thought it wasn't really like a horror movie, but I always thought in my head like it's the perfect setting for a horror movie, right? I don't know.
I mean, you can't go anywhere. That's what makes it work. Like the Thing, you're not going to walk out.
And like no one there is gonna help you. Like they're all hardened criminals. Like they're all trying to kill you. So
just like the Thing, Kurt Russell again is stuck.
Yeah.
And like what, Deep Blue Sea? Like they're in that underwater lab. In Alien, they're stuck in that ship. Pandorum, they're stuck in that ship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
30 Days a Night.
Yeah, you have to have that claustrophobic setting.
Fry green tomatoes.
Oh man. Whew. That's a scary one.
I mean, basically, Aliens all had claustrophobic settings, right? Like
every one of them did.
Yeah, the ship crashed, and then you had
LV-426 in the second one,
and then the spaceship, and then in AVP you had that stupid Antarctica. Well, why am I calling Antarctica stupid?
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, it's the worst continent to me.
Yeah. I'm never going there.
Yeah, fuck that place.
No one is in Antarctica right now saying, "Hey."
Hey guys, you just lost some listeners from Antarctica.
I forgot to list my joke answer. It's the Seattle from Sleepless in Seattle.
It's like
the needle, space needle.
I always thought like Sleepless in Seattle would be like a good title for like a Nightmare on Elm Street sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Heather Langenkamp moves to Seattle to escape Freddy, but he follows her.
Well, that would have been perfect in
falls
the
in love with Tom
90s
Hanks.
with like all the cappuccino. Like she just sits around coffee houses and drinks cappuccino.
Listens to bad poetry from unemployed people.
Yeah, she has to go to Starbucks to stay awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, and then all right, what do you got, Robert?
All right, for me, what do Jurassic Park, The Most Dangerous Game, and Island of Dr. Moreau have in common?
They're all movies that you own on VHS.
Besides that, they're all on an island.
Oh, okay.
I just like the claustrophobic setting of an island. A lush green island that's not too big because that way you can't get away, but it maybe has like a waterfall, which is cool.
Okay.
Like Isla Sorna.
Yeah, there you go. It also has dinosaurs on it.
Yeah, I love Most Dangerous Game, man. I love that plot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Guy. All right, so for me, I guess I just had like the lone place, like a secluded woods, a place where you can't hide, you can't get out. So I'm just gonna kind of go with, you know what? I'll go with Alien 3 again, like a prison type world where no one's getting out. So, all right.
So basically, you chose the bigger scale version of mine.
A bigger prison.
So we have a walled off prison, a space prison, an island, and a Comic-Con. So what if like they had like a big like Halloween party at a prison? No,
okay,
wait,
what about this? Prisoners they send prisoners to this small island where they built a prison, and on that island they feel bad for the prisoners, so every once in a while they set up a Comic-Con so they can all have fun.
Okay.
And that's like, where's that in relation to our spunky heroine?
So which B and C list celebrities are going to show up at that Comic-Con?
David Coulier from Full House.
Right.
The cast of Sharknado.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, Tara Reid will definitely be there.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
The lady who plays Jackie from Roseanne. She was also in Scream.
Yeah.
She was the killer in Scream too.
And Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, there you go.
The T-Font.
Also Robert Downey Jr.
And Lori Petty from Tank Girl.
And the oatmeal guy. I forget his name.
And the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah.
He breaks down the wall.
That's how the movie ends.
Yeah, the prisoners escape.
Imagine like Night of the Living Dead, but a Kool-Aid man gets turned into a zombie. Like, our house is secure.
No
they bust
way.
through. Oh yeah. Oh no.
And then the zombies just pour in behind them.
Yeah.
Wait, they pour in. I like it.
Yeah, he even tips himself and they pour out of his glass. Just more zombies.
And
he's filled with red lake water from cabin fever.
Yeah,
I love it. Just spreading disease. All right, so our setting is a prison island that has occasional Comic-Cons.
With
On another planet.
Or wild animals.
On another planet. So that way it includes Alien 3.
Okay, so we'll get our protagonist there somehow. All right.
It's near the Gulf of Mexico.
It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
On a secret island that no one's ever found.
Yep.
Yeah, because the Gulf of Mexico is that big.
Well, no one goes in the middle. You know, they just go
That's
around.
true.
No, you go halfway and then back.
No one's ever made the journey to Texas?
Nope.
Nope.
No one's been
All right.
in Texas. You guys aren't from Texas, right?
John lives in Texas right now.
Oh, shit.
The
only one.
live in Mexico. I'm so far south.
Oh, wow.
But he came there via Kentucky, so they just do slingshots.
Okay. No water travel.
Yeah.
No. So on that bombshell, I guess we'll take a break. We'll ponder the fate of our characters, and we'll be back with you. Hey, y'all, it's Mark. And for you, the listeners of Movies, Films, and Flicks, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. Now, there's a book that I really recommend to you guys, and since we've been talking about horror films tonight, it's a book called Shock Value: How a Few Eccentric Outsiders Gave Us Nightmares, Conquered Hollywood, and Invented Modern Horror. It's a wonderful book. It's about 9 hours long, but it walks you through how Alien, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how the classics were made, Rosemary's Baby. And if you're a fan of horror, if you're a cinephile, and if you're just a fan of classic cinema, I totally recommend Shock Value. It's a wonderful book by Jason Zinnemann. Totally recommend it. So, to download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/shark. Again, that's audibletrial.com/shark for your free audiobook.
It's coming too.
Sharkdropper Studios presents to you The Force is strong in my family. My father had it. I have it. My sister has it. And you have that power too.
There he is, back to work.
I had To protect my investment.
Investment.
Julianne Good, the whore with the dead fiance.
I just hope I can help.
Your reputation precedes you.
If you don't open this fucking door right now, I'm gonna break it down. Go, go, go! Hurry up! Go, go!
Mr. K!
It's Jimmy John. He's missing.
Go find him, Tubby.
Polly, we're home.
Doppel Avenue Hurt, Season 2, brought to you by Sharkdropper Studios.
And that's the story about the 12th time I watched Halloween H2O.
Oh man, that's pretty crazy.
So like you said, the 12th time was for some reason way scarier than the 10th time you watched it.
Yeah, and well, welcome back, guys. We're back from break, and I was just telling everybody about the stories about my time watching Halloween H2O, and it's like a roller coaster for me. I loved it the first time, then 2 through 7, I didn't like it. Then 8 through 11, I kind of tolerated it. 12 was okay, but like...
Yeah, each time you're always like watching a different place. Like one time you're watching it in the car, another time you're watching it on Splash Mountain.
I was gonna say the only time I've ever watched it is actually on a roller coaster.
One time I actually waited in line in Publix for an hour and 45 minutes while watching on my phone. I just kept letting people going in front of me.
Yeah.
And it holds up well on your phone in a Publix.
And then you find out there wasn't really a line; you were just standing there.
Yeah, and then I had a
Publix was
crowd around
closed.
me watching it. People were watching it with me.
Yeah,
Hey, that's pretty good.
it was a good movie.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
It's definitely one you want to watch with a bunch of strangers.
In the middle of a grocery store.
Yeah.
well, good story. On one of our podcasts, I think about was it one of our best worst villains or whatever. Lazavath told us a story about how he went and watched that movie with his mom.
Oh, the what movie was
H2O.
this? Yeah, H2O.
Really?
That's awesome, man.
How'd your mom like it?
I think she liked it. She was really into it, but like I remember one scene where one of the characters like escapes from Michael Myers, and my mom was like, "That's bullshit." I just looked at my mom like, "All right," because people were looking at us. I'm just like, "Dude."
The end scene didn't work for me because he's like trapped between a tree and an ambulance, and Laurie Strode sticks out her hand, and so does he. And I'm like, are they gonna thumb wrestle? Like that's like all he was capable of, and then she chops off his head. But I digress. So back to the Crossbows shooting, Prison Island having spunky character inhabited Gulf of Mexico horror film. And our next thing is our general group of victims. So you can kind of think about that like the teenagers or the I don't know, getting killed in every Jason movie, just a group that survives or dies, cabin in the woods throughout the movies. So, Levin Good, who's your general group of victims?
So I put a twist on the Swedish bikini team. So, like, I started thinking of Piranha with the Swedish bikini team, but then I remember in Humanoids of the Deep, like, the woman who was like the salmon princess in Humanoids of the Deep was actually putting up a good fight against one of those humanoids. So I started thinking, what if these Swedish bikini team members were all actually related to Dolph Lundgren? Like they're his nieces or his daughters or something. And so they're all strong characters, and so they kind of can bring like the descent, of heroines to the Swedish bikini team.
And they would all be intelligent because they would all have master's degrees in chemical engineering.
All Fulbright scholars. I mean, they all have engineering master's degrees.
Yeah.
So a bunch of Swedish bikini models who are intelligent and spawns or related to Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
I mean, and then it doesn't matter who your director is. If it's a cheap movie where you want gratuitous nudity, it's there. If you want the irony of these bikini team members being like strong characters that are handling the situation, you can do it. Like you can really handle this however you want.
I like it. So it's like just a bunch of like really like a bunch of Swedish bikini model Ripleys, but they get wiped out, right?
Well, yeah, some of them are gonna die. Some of them are, maybe all of them will die. I don't know.
Where they put up a heck of a fight on this island that has a Comic-Con.
I mean, in Cabin in the Woods, people died for reasons other than making enormously stupid mistakes.
Remember, Dave Coulier is at this Comic-Con. So let's not forget about that Dave Coulier factor.
Yeah. Like, and they could be in a booth next to Dave Coulier. So, like, he's hitting on them, and it distracts them. And when they're turning their head distracted by Dave Coulier, that's when they get.
And then, then Tara Reid gets jealous because she's not being hit on by Dave Coulier.
Not to be mean to Dave Coulier, but has anybody ever been distracted by Dave Coulier?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you heard that rumor that Alanis Morissette wrote that song? That I'm here to remind you
about Dave Coulier.
She wrote that song.
Wait, are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
He was actually cool
no,
on
you're
that
not.
VH1 reality show where they take all those like has-been stars and put them in a house together.
Yeah,
has been. He's still relevant. Fuller House is going to be out any moment.
Yeah, it's the only reason why I haven't canceled Netflix yet.
All right, so we have a Dolph Lundgren related Swedish bikini team. I love it. All right, what do you got, Robert?
All right. Well, I made up my own characters, but I decided to go a different way with this one now. I have a better idea. I want this. I like the idea of this movie taking place in this whole universe that other horror movies have taken place. So maybe having like the general group of victims being Ice Cube from Anaconda, Busta Rhymes from Halloween Resurrection, LL Cool J from Deep Blue Sea, and Brandy from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And somehow...
Oh, did they also sing like a theme song?
Yeah, they all sing.
The song that plays in the credits?
Every one of them sings something. Okay. But also, this last person doesn't sing, and you don't realize that she actually lived during Scream 2. Jada Pinkett Smith comes out... or is it just Jada Pinkett now? It doesn't
Jada Pinkett
matter.
Smith.
Okay.
They're still married?
Are they?
Yeah, I believe them.
I wanted to too. Anyways, they come together and they're all like they all meet somewhere talking about how they escaped their dramatic encounters with a snake, a shark, Michael Myers, that fisherman from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, whatever his hook, and then the Scream guy, Ghostface. And they all talk about that kind of stuff. And then Mason Jar comes out of nowhere, or whoever character we picked meets them, becomes friends, and now all of a sudden they're getting attacked by this octopus.
With crossbows?
Yeah.
Merman with a crossbow.
Yep.
The overall wearing merman.
That way, if a black person does die, it's not like a black person dies first. It's just a black person dies.
It's not the token black character.
Yeah. They're all,
They're all black.
Yeah. This movie cannot be racist.
Unless they all die.
That's true.
So this is co-directed by Guillermo del Toro and Tyler Perry.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But I will say because...
Wait, Tyler Perry plays the merman.
No, wait, Ernest... Yeah, all right, cool. We got...
I think all of them will probably live, though, besides Jada Pinkett. She will die. Everybody else will live because they are artists, and they never die in horror movies.
Yeah.
What if they're making the speech and a bunch of people get crossbowed and explode, and they're smart enough to leave town in their bus, and they leave everyone behind?
And they make a song about it and release it.
Yeah, and then they leave the Swedish bikini team and our lead characters.
There you go. That works.
All right,
can they sing the ending credit song? Deepest, bluest. Sure. Yeah. My hat is like a shark's fin. Again.
Crossbow.
Yeah.
Crossbow City. Crossbow.
My sweater's like a crossbow. That's what they'll say.
Did they say my hat is like a shark fin or my head?
I don't think it matters.
It's hat. We've had that debate before. It's hat.
Okay.
Oh, I gotcha. All right, what do you got, Lazarus?
Okay, my joke answer. I'm gonna go with the guys from Beer Fest. I feel like they would just, in order to deal with the situation of being hunted by this guy in overalls, this merman in overalls, they would just get drunk, and somehow they would just get stronger as the movie goes on. I don't know. They just get into like a beer pong competition with the guy, and like they win somehow.
They did survive a killer in Club Dread, so those could be like the same people.
And plus, if one of them dies, they could just be replaced by their long lost twin.
You know what? My brother told me everything about you guys, so I can step in without any problems.
Just call me Landfill too. Okay.
I need to watch that movie again.
I'm gonna go with my real answer: the cast of Spring Breakers.
Wait,
That's the real answer.
Yeah. I don't know. I hated that movie, and I hated all those characters, and I would love to see all of them die in a horror movie. St. Pete.
Wait. So we're saying Spring Breakers instead?
Unless you guys want to go Beer Fest.
I say
I'm
Beer
good.
Fest.
I'm not married to any of them. Actually.
You're not married to Selena Gomez?
You know what? No.
You were going to say I wish.
Yeah, then I thought better of it. I'm just like, no, marriage isn't for me.
We all lived in the Berg, man. That's like a Berg movie right there.
Damn.
No, why?
St. Pete.
Cocoon. That's a St. Pete movie.
All right, so I'm going to go with the women from The Descent. I thought they were just badass spelunkers who had no problem just rolling deep and just battling these crawlers. Like, I love that movie. There's a scene where Neil Marshall told the stuntmen, he's like, go for the women's necks. And then he told the women, like, don't let them get your necks. So like the fight scenes were like these like primal, like crazy fast fight scenes. And I just loved every second of it. And I don't know, I like that they were
Sounds like a Saturday night in downtown St. Pete.
Yeah, exactly. Going to Spring Breakers. And I don't know, I like it. And what I thought was pretty cool was Juno, the woman who was in that. She's from Australia, but she's of Asian descent. And she was like, I just love that I got to play like a character in this movie and not just like a stereotype. So like all the women were just sort of like women. You know what I mean? They weren't defined by anything. And I don't know.
They weren't like the ditzy one and the sporty one and the
exactly.
The Spice Girls, basically.
It wasn't like having Busta Rhymes or LL Cool J talk about their own blackness in a Michael Myers movie.
That's true.
Exactly. Like she was just like a character, and it was like almost refreshing because it's like, oh hey, this person's just a person, not like that. So I don't know. I got the Descent ladies. So we have the Spring Breaker ladies, the Descent ladies, a Swedish bikini team, and all the survivors from horror films.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened was you have the Swedish bikini spelunking team, and they're composed entirely of black people that Dolph Lundgren adopted, and they all get really drunk at an after party at this Comic-Con on a prison island that has some dinosaurs.
But for some reason, they always say St. Pete.
Wait, St. Pete. Why are people spelunk in bikinis? That sounds terribly.
Because I'm mixing the Descent, but they're related to Dolph. Well, I mean, they're adopted by Dolph.
You don't want to get your clothes snagged on some rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, Dolph Lundgren is their power animal, though. I mean, they can handle it.
But why are spelunkers going to the Florida coast?
Because they were invited. They're like the sea.
You don't know about all the cave systems in Florida?
So they're brought in to explore the underwater cave systems?
The underwater cave systems in Florida. There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Well, like Weeki and like Zephyr Hills, there's a lot of caves in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the Gulf.
Yeah.
Where this movie takes place.
So are they like... Jeez Louise.
Or maybe they're exploring a cave system on this mysterious island in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
There you go.
All right.
Where Comic-Con takes place.
So...
Where our two female or male leads that make jam are somehow there too.
Wait, how about like our female and male, like the husband and wife, they're like MEAC shipment and jam shipment gets stopped in the Gulf because there's like an explosion and their business is going under, so they have to take a boat out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is starting to sound a lot like Leviathan. If we can just add a Peter Weller type character.
That was such a great movie. And that had a weird mutated thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Claustrophobic setting. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're just talking about Leviathan here, guys.
Peter Weller could play Dave Coulier.
That movie also had Daniel Stern.
Yeah, it did.
So we have our group.
And it had that chick from They Live. What, I forget her name.
Don't make me put those glasses on.
Yeah.
All right, so we have... Okay, so we have our victims. So I guess, are they all dying?
A lot of them.
No, because that would be racist.
No.
Some of them are.
Not all of them, but not none of them.
Yeah. Anyone that can rap is living.
Wait, could we have, like, your crew there doing a speech, and then they find out what happens, and then they leave, and then our bikini cave scuba divers going out to the sea.
Yeah, I think that works.
Maybe like one of these survivors dies. And they're like, I'm getting out of town.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett dies, and then all the other characters get out of there.
Poor Will Smith.
Yeah, we're tired of her crap.
Okay,
So she dies.
So they take off in the bus, but they leave with a song, and then
Wait, they got a bus on an island?
Yeah, it went to the ferry. It went to the ferry.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, the ferry doesn't leave till tomorrow. We're leaving now. So then the ferry's gone.
Hey, if LL Cool J wants something done, it's gonna get done.
Yeah, exactly. So the ferry leaves.
That's why ladies love Cool J.
He'll attach himself to a shark with a harpoon and just ride it out.
Literally ride it out.
Yeah.
He'll shoot a harpoon through its head and use the harpoon as handlebars.
He'll ask Thomas Jane to just shoot a harpoon through him and just ride him out.
Yeah. Thomas Jane yells to LL Cool J, ride it out.
Yeah, ride it out. And Thomas Jane was in Florida for Punisher, so he knows Florida well.
Oh, he loves Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that John Travolta bad guy had to be from Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my problem with the John Travolta bad guy is he smoked a pipe in Tampa instead of smoking a cigar, which is like Cigar City and like like that's like Cigar Central, and he refused to smoke a cigar.
He was such a bad guy that he was bad at smoking in Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he had to do a pipe.
I feel like only good, old, nice men smoke pipes. Like a Sherlock Holmes type.
All right, so
Or Gandalf the Grey.
All right, so our next is what do we have? I hate this word. Harbinger. Sorry, guys. I'm a lit major from Florida State. That helped me. And so our Harbinger is so did someone? All right, so my Harbinger is let's say. I don't know why I keep going back to this, but I'm gonna jump on this one. The 30 Days of Night. When the guy comes into town, he's like, "You're all gonna die," and they're like, "Shut up! We're gonna put you in prison and not listen to you," and then they all die.
That's a very like abrupt harbinger.
Hey, yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but these angry Eurotrash vampires, they're gonna kill you soon.
Later.
So, good luck. The power's out, so you're done. Put me in prison.
All right.
Like, I like to imagine that on our prison island Comic-Con whatever scenario that there's this really weird guy wandering, like this super fan, and he's that little fat guy Martin from the Human Centipede Part 2. Ugh. He's like sexually fixated, obsessive, and just weird and ogling people. And you know that anything that he says is a good idea is a bad idea. So he's going to be the harbinger, like, why don't y'all go over there? You're all like, no, I'm not going over there. Little weird guy who looks like an egg with arms and legs. You little sweaty thing.
Why don't you go into that underwater cave system?
He'd be like the anti-harbinger. Instead of warning you away, he's like, why don't you guys hide in the basement and lock yourselves in or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So we have an anti-harbinger. All right, what do you got, Lesvath?
Okay, I had trouble with this one because when I think of horror movies, harbingers aren't really the first thing that come to mind. So I don't know if this really counts, but I'm going with the Twinkie from Ghostbusters.
Oh wow, that's how meta creative.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, there's a scene in Ghostbusters where Egon is trying to explain the influx of demonic energy, and he grabs like the nearest object he could find, a Twinkie, and he explains how like the demonic energy is just filling up this Twinkie, and before long the demonic energy will just explode, causing the Twinkie to explode.
You just turned a Twinkie into the Hellraiser Clive Barker puzzle box basically, with the Lamentation configuration.
It's just the best part about that scene though is when Bill Murray steps into the scene, and Winston tells Egon like, "Hey, tell him about the Twinkie," and Bill Murray turns his head, is like, "What about the Twinkie?"
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yep.
So it's like the toast from Devil, where he's like, if the devil's around, the toast falls jelly side down.
but in Twinkie form.
Payne is trying to explain this or whatever.
I'm switching my Harbinger to toast.
To toast.
Now I gotta come up with a food. Is there an egg Harbinger that I can use? Scrambled egg somewhere?
Like Cool Hand Luke?
Yeah. How many eggs could he put in his mouth?
What is this harbinging?
Our Harbinger is quickly turning into the Human Centipede 2 guy driving a Sara Lee truck.
Yeah. A Twinkie truck.
I'd like to see kind of like a sea captain to keep in line with this, kind of maybe like a Quint explaining like what you have to go up against with this shark, but it's not a shark, it's obviously an octopus with not wings but overalls.
We're gonna need a bigger Sara Lee dessert cake truck.
Yeah, exactly. that would be the classic quote that they improv.
So, all right, I like this. So we got a sea captain who delivers pastries from to the prison. Do the prisoners make pastries? And like it's a nice trade they have going on. Like, are they trying to like rehabilitate them?
Yeah, like instead of license plates.
Yeah, they can't lay down brick roads out there, so they're just gonna have to do Twinkies.
So they make tasty cakes, and he's kind of seen it all, and yeah. So and then could it be like a twist? We're moving on to next to like could we add that to like a twist ending? I know we have twist endings, but like he tries to be the good guy, but he's actually a bad guy working in conjunction with our overall wearing squid person.
Oh, shit. You just blew my mind.
Somebody driving down the interstate's head just exploded.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. All right, so we have a sea captain who delivers pastries from the island. Okay. All right, that's our harbinger. All right, so next, do we have a skeptic or a sheriff? Do we have any of that?
Coast Guard. Coast Guard.
Okay.
The entire Coast Guard?
The entire Coast Guard is just skeptical of what's going on.
Like they're all in line.
They're like Holocaust deniers. They're like, no, I don't believe those cries for help.
Yeah.
People try to call the Coast Guard when things start going, crazy, and they just like, okay, really? There's a base out there that's a prison that all this happened?
There's not like a rogue Coast Guard person who's like going against the grain.
Nope.
Like there's no
all
Kevin
the same grain.
There's no Kevin Costner and Ashton Kutcher.
Even though you bring up that classic, John, of The Guardian.
How about this? This is an amazing idea. The Coast Guard, right? They're like, nah, there's no island. But then LL Cool J comes back.
on
like
the shark.
Song playing. Yeah, he comes back. He steals a boat, right? And he goes out to the island and helps save the day for our jam-making couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that works.
No, I actually had a skeptic, and
let's hear it.
It was the only one I had. It was the first and only skeptic that comes to mind is Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park.
Ooh.
Come on.
Dude,
show me a better skeptic.
Can we just make a horror movie with Jeff Goldblum hanging out, talking to crossbow shooting?
So
was that Jurassic Park 2?
Having tentacles tear out of their bodies after they're getting hit by crossbows. They're getting killed left and right, like in front of them. And meanwhile, he's like putting a drop of water on some pretty girl's fingertip, trying to explain how it's not real.
Yeah, explain the chaos theory. This is just chaos, guys.
No, I'm pretty certain it is a squid man with a crossbow that once it shoots you, you explode into a squid-like thing.
Hey,
the second drop of water, she's like, someone just had their head pulled off. He says, no, that's not what will happen.
And then somebody like likens it to an amusement park going down, and he's like, yeah, but back then, like, the pirates don't eat the tourists. And he just works that in there somewhere.
Go ahead. So we got Jeff Goldblum.
Let's just make it Jeff Goldblum.
Do you have a Sheriff Levingood?
So I really like the fake paranormal investigators from Grave Encounters, or you could even go with the fake exorcist from like The Last Exorcism, just with the theme that they do this for a living, but they literally don't believe it. They stage things. So when they see everything happening, they think that it's all staged.
So Jeff Goldblum could be thinking everything's staged?
Yeah. Like maybe Like it's all just staged. So he just like walks up to him like, watch, I'll pull his mask right off. And then it like shoots him with the crossbow. I'll walk up to my grandfather and he pull off his mask. He shoots him with the crossbow and then his head pulls itself off and runs away.
All right, so we got the fake Paranormal Activity. We got Jeff Goldblum. Robert, did you have somebody?
Yeah, the Coast Guard. I'm really sticking with the Coast
Peter
Guard
from Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, exactly. They're hanging out.
Yeah,
I love that movie. Yeah, this is gonna sound weird, but I don't know. I guess I'm not really a fan of those. Like in Descent, Alien, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there weren't really any of those. So I don't know. I'm not really. So I'd leave it out. Like.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. My favorite horror movies never really had those guys. But
Texas Chainsaw Massacre had the didn't they have the hitchhiker who was weird?
Oh yeah, but that was part of the family, right? Was he a skeptic?
Yeah.
He was more of like a harbinger.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's a harbinger. Never mind.
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw didn't really have that, but there are a lot of movies where it's just like the sheriff, and he's just like, just calm down. No one's chasing you. Yep. Even though they just were running away and they're slashed everywhere and bleeding. You're okay.
Or it's that poor cop that gets called to a crime scene where he's like alone with Jason.
Yeah, and then he gets stabbed with an arrow or whatever it was in that remake.
Yeah. And then, so we have the skeptic sheriff, and then we have the twist. Any twists? Do you guys have some twists for me?
I know I'm not a big fan of twists in horror movies. You know, it's very hard to do in a horror movie.
It is not hard to do. Let me show you. And we even mentioned Critters last week, which comes into play here. The good news is the bad guy's dead. The bad news is it was a female and she laid eggs.
It just feels like it's cheating though. It's like, oh,
how about this?
Really?
She laid eggs in the back of the Sara Lee Tasty Cake truck, which was being driven to the ferry boat and taken to civilization where they hatch. And then you have pandemonium. Instead of 28 days later, you have 28 weeks later in the rest of the world.
Wait, when these things explode out of the heads of people, are they alive?
Yeah.
So they would all have to be drawn to the prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your Levingood. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch many horror movies, the rationalization is really not behind the writing.
So we can say that Jeff Goldblum and LL Cool J are this. Get on a boat and take all the creatures to the prison island.
Well, here's my twist ending. Everybody besides Jeff Goldblum is a ghost.
Whoa.
The whole time. Yeah. And it's all part of Jeff Goldblum's imagination.
Jeff Goldblum still doesn't believe in ghosts after that.
Wait, so Jeff Goldblum just wakes up from a nap one day and is like, well, that was a crazy dream.
Because Leo DiCaprio was incepting him while he was in the Matrix.
There you go. So we don't even know what's going on. And neither does he.
Oh my gosh.
Would the word actually be enceive? Would I enceive you? I think that's the real word. People joke and say incept.
Yeah, I don't think you incept.
Well, okay, I will add a twist just to play along. I'm gonna go with the twist from The Village. Terrible twist.
It wasn't even an island.
It wasn't an island. It was just more.
It wasn't even an island. It was like the Truman Show. It was just a Truman Show in a Matrix. It was just an Inception dream,
like a big biodome or something. With Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore is part of the Comic-Con. That's there.
Wait, so then what twist does that do with our thing?
I don't know.
It wasn't really an island.
Yeah.
You can go more Goosebumps with it and have it where we think it's taking place on Earth, but it's not. It's on like another planet, and then we see Earth looking onto that planet.
Wait, was that Goosebumps?
And it turns out that the island they were on was actually the safe place, and when it was built to protect them, but that information was lost, and so when they leave their island, there were all the really dangerous shit is on the island.
Yeah,
that was a Goosebumps book.
And then it can turn into like a Logan's Run kind of thing.
And now we're at the big thing. We're at the ending. So for me, all right. For me, endings, like, I like, all right, so at the end of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know that woman's going to be safe. Like, she's obviously going to never be the same, but, like, Leatherface isn't going to pull a Michael Myers or Jason and hunt her down. Like, Alien, Arnold Schwarzenegger's going to get away. Or Predator, Alien Schwarzenegger's going to get away. But, however, it sets up, like, a whole world. You know what I mean? Like, you know that our characters are safe, but there's a bigger world opened. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, those are the kind of endings I love. So I mean, I love where like the character's going to live, but there's a bigger world. So that's like my favorite ending, like a Texas Chainsaw or a Predator.
Okay.
I was thinking more 80s slasher movie cliche, where the moment you think you've killed the bad guy, before the twist reveals itself, okay, you kill the bad guy, he falls into this hole that was nearby that had a high school's graduating class time capsule in it, and the killer's buried with it. So it's like then during the credits, they run the scene 20 years later and they dig it up and it's like, happy reunion! And they find like the remains of the monster. Maybe it's still alive if it's some weird creature.
Just,
go Carrie. Go like Carrie, just the hand comes up.
I've been eating worms for 20 years.
Yeah.
I would like to see, since we're already talking about it, I want the exact ending from Leviathan and have Ernie Hudson type character, the only other black guy. You think he's actually going to live for once, so the black guy's going to live, and then the monster comes out and attacks him. And then you're like,
racist.
Really? Really?
Hey, we don't know for a fact that, an ice cream truck didn't drive by Antarctica and pick up Kurt Russell and Ernie Hudson and take them to safety at the end of the thing.
Wait, that's Keith David. Keith David.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
that's
really
racist, Lemongood.
Whoa.
Hey. What's going on here?
I wouldn't mind seeing Ernie Hudson in here, especially with the Twinkie reference for Ghostbusters. Bring Ernie Hudson back.
Yeah, why not?
And he was in No Escape, which is the island movie on the prison.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
And John, we were talking about this the other day, Lemongood. You said Kevin Dillon was in that movie? Didn't you say that?
That's like the only thing I know him from other than Entourage. Like, and I think he gets killed.
I love
Ray Liotta or something.
I love that scene where Ray Liotta just spears that dude in the beginning. That's pretty awesome. But Lazlovath, what's your twist ending?
Oh, it's not really a twist ending. I'm just going with the
or ending. I'm sorry. Ending.
Yeah. The ending from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Melted faces?
No, like at the very end, like maybe like the only survivor, Jeff Goldblum, like he's talking to like these government suits. He's like, "Where's the crossbow? It's being researched." Jeff Goldblum's like, "Researched by who?" Top men.
And it cuts to that.
It cuts to the warehouse. You see like a guy like pushing like a crate which has a crossbow in it in a warehouse full of crates.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could even go like
with
something...
the exact same music. Everything.
I say you even do something like a Saint Elsewhere where it's just all a snow globe.
Oh.
Was it Saint Elsewhere? It's just all on a snow globe.
That's a TV show, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Oh god! All right, so what do we like out of this? We have they escape safe, and that's the end of it. The killer comes back, wipes somebody out, wipes out Jeff Goldblum or LL Cool J, and then Jeff Goldblum's the only one left. If
we pull a Lord of the Rings, we can do all of the endings.
That's true.
I like it. Just pull up Peter Jackson.
Can we do like a 20-minute montage of everybody coming into the bedroom to say hi to Jeff Goldblum?
Okay. So
it's like Jeff Goldblum's like waking up. Like,
yeah.
Like, why are you guys in the bedroom?
Okay, so you think it's over, then our hillbilly squid comes back, right? And he kills Ernie Hudson.
Yep.
And Jeff Goldblum rides away on a boat, and then he and the jam makers separate, right? Mm-hmm. And then you see the crossbow being brought to
the archives.
The Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then Jeff Goldblum gets injured by the thing, comes back one more time, and delivers like the classic line, like, "Oh, come on!" And then
smile, you son of a bitch.
Smile, you son. Wait, and then in his neurotic self. Did somebody already say that?
Yeah.
And then we spend the next 10 minutes with all like the bikini team and Ice Cube and our jam makers visiting him in the hospital.
Yeah.
And then they all kind of sing this Deepest Bluest song.
And then can we end it with like The Exorcist 3? That scene where remember that demon is in the hospital and just runs out in the middle of the frame with a knife.
Yeah. Or we can also add the usual suspects. where Jeff Goldblum like slowly starts to walk like the merman.
Jeff Goldblum was the octopus the whole time.
Oh no!
He starts to wobble like the octopus, and then he goes into the water.
Because he could change faces.
Yeah, he could change the whole time and look like loved ones, and everybody loves Jeff Goldblum.
Dude, man, if anyone just saw the movie Galaxy Quest, they'd know this can happen when they turn from human to squid form.
Oh yeah.
See?
Okay.
They're basically were-squids.
There you go. That's the twist ending. Is he was a squid the whole time?
I actually like that twist.
I love it. I am sold on that. All right, so we have a small city in Florida where there is a jam shop with a spunky, tall woman and her hillbilly husband, hairy husband named Mason Jar, and they own a Miak and jam store. And in town there is a conference of horror survivors and a Swedish bikini team visitors. There's a murder by a crossbow. Our horror survivors take off. Then the Swedish bikini team hunts the underwater caverns, get killed. Then our heroes meet up with Jeff Goldblum, who's being skeptical while hitting on people. And our heroes go to pick up their jam from an abandoned ship, which pushes them to a deserted a prison island that no one thought was there. And then all the squids come over there because he's crossbowing people left and right. Then the prisoners get it. And then LL Cool J comes back, gets with Jeff Goldblum on a boat. They help rescue the people from the prison island. They escape the prison island. LL Cool J gets killed. And then there's a long scene involving Jeff Goldblum in a hospital where at the end he walks away like Kaiser Soze. Instead of like, you know how he abandons his limp, he starts limping like a squid.
Yeah.
So it turns out that the squid lived the whole time.
Yeah. And the hospital is right on the shore of the Gulf, so he kind of just exits out and just walks right into the water.
So instead of limping and then walking straight, he walks straight and then starts just like shambling into a pile of tentacles.
Like the merman, he kind of gets on his belly and just starts like wiggling into the water.
He's walking, and then you see like a tentacle like pop out, and then you see like more tentacles like.
And then I forgot about the sea captain who delivers the tasty cakes, who takes the couple, but he's actually working in conjunction with our Kaiser Sose-esque hillbilly crossbow.
Yeah, squid.
Squid.
And Jeff Goldblum laid eggs.
Yeah.
In the hospital.
And then so he squids away.
The same thing in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
This is like Godzilla. Roland Emmerich. There's one egg left.
And then so he squids away, and in the corner there's a bunch of little things opening up, and little Jeff Goldblums pop out.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's Jeff Goldblum's head, and then just a bunch of tentacles underneath it.
Yeah.
Like they got the curly hair and the glasses.
And he's actually not harmful. Like they're not harmful at first, but if you give them water, then they become water after midnight. Then they become crazy.
Yeah, don't give Jeff Goldblum Powerade after 11.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's it on our perfect perfect horror film ever. And I think we made one that would confuse many, inspire some, and be universally adored.
And if you would like to actually see something like this, watch Leviathan, starring Peter Weller, Ernie Hudson, Daniel Stern.
Yeah. Also, Fuller House, starring Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you want to see a movie that ripped off Leviathan, watch Deep Star 6.
That too, yeah.
And then check out Deep Rising, which is a cruise ship.
And if you want to hear a cool song, Deepest Bluest, you can find on YouTube and LL Cool J.
Don't watch Spring Breakers.
Yeah,
Didn't that Deep Rising have Femke Janssen in it?
Yeah, it did.
With the tentacle monster.
It's Treat Williams too, right? Was it Treat Williams?
Yeah.
And they're supposed to. The climatic scene was him on a wave runner, and we've discussed this before, Lazvath, where there's nothing exciting about wave runners.
They made that mistake on Speed 2.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting. I have never seen a wave runner chase and been like, "This is exciting."
No,
they're on the water. Yeah. They're going fast.
Somehow it didn't pick up my enthusiasm for Waterworld.
Yeah. So I guess my final thought. So we'll do our final thoughts. My final thoughts are I don't like wave runners in cinema. Lazvath?
My final thought is that I'm hungry.
Robert?
Yeah.
I just finished my peach milkshake from Chick-fil-A, and that thing is superb.
Living good?
If you're on Match.com and their profile picture looks like your grandfather, don't private message them.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually hungry because Robert drank my peach milkshake.
Oh,
from
sorry,
Chick-fil-A.
man.
Yeah.
Did he have a long straw like in There Will Be Blood?
Yeah.
Yeah. I drink it up.
He's got the mustache, too.
Yeah.
Did you grow it when you were drinking it? Is that just what
I
happened?
chased John around with a bowling pin, and I said, "You give me that milkshake."
What's the final line? I'm over, or I'm free, I'm done.
I'm done, or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm finished. I'm finished.
I'm finished. And then it turns out to be Jeff Goldblum as a squid.
Yep.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in from Movies, Films, and Flicks. Make sure to check out the Sharkdropper pods on Blog Talk Radio. Stop by iTunes to check out Movies, Films, and Flicks and Sharkdropper. Check out Paralyzed, the new horror pod. Check out Top 5. Check out My Life with Dave Coulier. And John Levengood just started a new one. It's called Flexing and Fighting. So check that out and let us know what you think. All right. Thank you, guys.
Later.
See ya.
We're above the target. T-minus 5 seconds till shark drop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the shark! Go! 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 This podcast is a Sharkdropper Studios production.